Welcome race fans, we are back here with the IWCR League tonight, running at Homestead for their season finale with the Chevy Silverado trucks. Going to be running 150 laps here tonight. Going to be an interesting race here. Some of the guys are having a little bit of tough time with their setup out here, but we've got some guys that have figured it out and hit the mark right on the money. So good luck to these guys tonight, and trying to crown a winner here tonight for the championship. So stick with us here, folks. Going to be an interesting one. All right, closing seconds here until qualifying. We will stay with them here for a little bit longer, and then we will play our national anthem here to get things kicked off tonight. Pay tribute to the United States of America.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
All right, thank you, Johnny Reed Foley, for playing the national anthem for us. We appreciate that very much. Already some times coming in now. These guys laying down some good ones. John Roberts up there on, or Joe Roberts, excuse me, up on the top of the leaderboard at the moment with a 32.3. Very good lap. Way to go, Joe. And now John Verga laying down a great lap. John Verga had a very good setup there for practice, looking good out there on the track. So again, this season finale here at IWCR. Thank you for joining us here on MaxSpeedTV on YouTube. Good to see everybody turn out here for the season finale of IWCR's Truck Series. I'll be covering this by myself, so cut me a little bit of slack. Do the best I can. Might miss something, but I'll try to go back and pick it up. I'll do the best I can. Matt Vieco in 5th there. Perryman 6th. Sedlick in 7th. Crumry up to 8th. Haven't seen Johnny Reed Foley out there, but Randall Drake in 4th. Alan Bowes laying down a time to put him in the 3rd spot. So great job by Alan. Kind of a surprise to me to see him in here tonight, but I'm going to reset this, make sure I do have everybody on the list. Stephen Pearson comes in with a great time now. Another 32.3, but beating Verga's time by quite a little bit right there. About a half a tenth. Trucks react a whole lot different than that Gen 6 car, so this is probably going to be a whole different ball game up in the front. Johnny Reed Foley, I know, is battling for the championship. He's got about a 10-point lead. I'm not sure who he's got the lead over. I didn't look at the points, but 10-point lead over somebody and trying to maintain that. Comes in here second now in the going to be starting second on the pole. Front row. We could call him Front Row Johnny. So got about 2.5 minutes to go of qualifying, coming down to 2 minutes. Pearson still on the pole with a 32.314. Foley going to be on the outside of him with a 32.343. About 29 one thousandths of a second difference between them two. All right, looking forward to getting this thing underway here in just about a minute. Let's take a look here and see how much longer we've got. About 30 seconds left of qualifying, so still somebody could slide in there with a qualifying time, but it looks maybe like, oh, there we go, McClintock coming in with a 32.2. So there we go, knocking Johnny Reed Foley off of that front row. Stephen Pearson will be starting on the outside. McClintock very fast last night in the Gen 6 series season finale last night. Man, what a job he did running, and very proud of him. So all right, we're done with qualifying here, and we will get down to the grid. All right, so Tyler McClintock on the pole with a 32.271. Stephen Pearson on the outside in the number 96. Johnny Reed Foley just now gridding, brand new paint job, I believe. I don't know. Google Drive paint job, excuse me, might not be brand new. Starting in third in the number 3. Joe Verga starting fourth in the 48. Joe Roberts in fifth in the number 6. Alan Bowe starting outside of him in the number 6 spot in the number 18. Randall Drake in 7th in the number 9. In 8th spot, the 34 of Evan Matt Vieco. In 9th, the number 41 of Christopher Perryman starting 9th. Okay. In 10th, the 35 of Nathan Sedlick. In 11th, the number 03 of Jonathan Eason. Paul Crumrice starting in 12th in the number 8. In 13th, the number 94 of Galen Gidman. In 14th, the number 4 of Zachary Chahalis. In 15th, the 39 of John Batista. In 16th, the number 50 of Zach Luzius. And John Schweikert not on the pole. Ken Worley looks like is going to be in the 18th spot in the number 37, and Mike Viney taking up the rear of the field in the number 72. So we will get up here to our leader as they're about to probably roll out here in just a minute and get this thing underway. Okay, pace car is off. Tyler hits the gas. Green flag is out, and we are underway here at Homestead for the season finale at IWCR here. Glad you could join us, folks. Going to be a pretty good race, I believe. Now Johnny Reed Foley in second. Stephen Pearson back to third after they cross the line here. But Foley looking for a win here tonight to secure that championship, only with a 10-point lead right now. And that's what he's looking for. He wants to get up there and lead a lap and get that valuable point. But I'm not sure McClintock's going to allow that. Already 0.4 of a second behind him. Side-by-side battle going on back here. The 41 of Christopher Perryman inside of Nathan Sedlick, and that could be for position as they come to the line. No can do this time, though, but boy, I'll tell you what, that was Nathan probably biting nails right there. Randall Drake in 8th, Evan up to 7th. John Berga 6th. Joe Roberts running real well here in the 5th spot. Alan Bowes in 4th. But these front three have kind of distanced themselves from the rest of the field by quite a little bit. Alright, no changes. Really that much going on back here except for Randall Drake getting up into the 7th spot. We'll go back and check with him as he did pick up a spot from Evan. Randall Drake moving into 7th spot. Evan there in the Kodak ride tonight. Doing a great job hanging with these guys. Up in front of them, we've got a side-by-side battle going on. Alan Bowes about to get passed by Joe Roberts. Joe Roberts on the inside. Last night we've seen Alan Bowes have such a great run off of that top, but that was with the Gen 6 car. Doesn't look like it's quite as good tonight in the truck. Still side by side, these two battling. That is for the 4th and 5th position, so it looks like Alan Bowes is going to take that position and hold on to it for now. Randall Drake coming up on the inside of Joe Roberts. Randall Drake up to 6th now, picking off one at a time. Good deal. Racing the track instead of racing the people and picking them off one at a time. That's what it's going to take to get the job done here tonight. These guys running back here about 3.5 seconds behind the leader. Well, let's get up here toward the front and see what's going on. Stephen Pearson still in 3rd, Foley in 2nd, and our leader, Tyler McClintock, led all the laps so far. And Johnny Reed Foley taking a peek on the inside, trying to go for this lead. wants to lead a lap to get that point. Looks like he is going to get it. And Johnny Reed Foley going to lead his first lap of the race. He gets that valuable point for leading the lap. Now he wants to set sail and see if he can lead the most laps. And now Stephen Pearson on the inside of Tyler. So Tyler may have already used up some of his tires. And these guys have been saving their tires back there a little bit. And now challenging him for that lead. Foley finding a little something up on the high side there and gets a great run off the four to stay right out in front of these guys by almost a half a second. Alan Bowes still in fourth, Joe Roberts fifth, Randall Drake sixth, Evan in seventh, John Berga eighth, Christopher Perryman back to ninth now, Nathan Sedlick 10th, Galen Gidman up to 11th, started 13th on the field, worked his way by a couple of the guys, and now rolls into the 11th position. Schweiker in 12th. Looking to maybe get up here and race with these guys. Had the car last night in the Gen 6 series, had the car. Definitely class of the field out there last night. But a little different story tonight with the trucks, a whole different animal. Paul Crumry on the inside of him, taking a peek and wanting that position. Paul moves into the 12th spot, takes that away from John Schweiker. Ken Worley in 14th, Jonathan Eason 15th. Zach in 16th, Mike Binding in 17th, John Batista 18th, Zachary Chihalis rounding out the field in the 19th position. And Tyler losing a couple of positions as Johnny Reed Foley stays up there. Tyler moving into third. And now looks like Stephen Pearson starting to put the pressure on Foley. Well, let's ride along with him. Keeping the pressure on Foley, waiting for him to make a mistake. Pearson hasn't led a lap yet, wants to, very bad. Running two very different lines, as you can tell. Foley kind of goes up a little bit higher, and Pearson dives it down a little lower, so may have a run on him this time coming up two, but we know that high side's got a lot of grip up there. As those two go side by side into three, coming out of four. Looks like Foley may still have it. Coming off the line, just does get a lot of grip up there and beats Pearson to the line. Looking back on Pearson and the rest of the field, way back there. Let's float on back there and we'll see what's going on. Bowes here in third. Got a mirror full of Randall Drake. Now Randall looking to the inside. Tyler McClintock off of the track on pit road. Don't know what happened to him. Randall Drake dives to the inside, trying to make it stick. Not able to do it that time. Boy, good valiant effort though. Joe Roberts hanging on in 5th. Evan Matt Vieco in 6th. Christopher Perryman falling back a little bit as Galen Gidman gets by him. So Galen will go into the 7th position when they cross the line. 5.7 seconds behind the leader and coming. Schweikert in 9th. Nathan Sedlick 10th. John Berga 11th. Ken Worley in 12th, now looking to the inside. Gets a great run on John Berga. Goes into 3 and does complete that pass. So Worley moving into 11th. Nathan Sedlick on the inside of Christopher Perryman. Side by side they go at it. On the outside of Christopher Perryman, Ken Worley. That's for the 10th place if he can get it. And he does pass up Christopher Perryman. Perryman's still down on the low side here. Falls into line right behind Ken Worley. Lap 23 going to be in the books here in a minute, folks. A little ways from first pit stop, I believe. And Tyler McClintock still on pit road. Don't know what happened there, but still on pit road. Quite the gaggle of cars ahead of Christopher Perryman. Alan Bowes leading that whole bunch. Galen Gidman into that mix too. Schweikert in there. This seems to be about where the battle's at right now. But we do have a brand new leader up front, Stephen Pearson. Get up there with him. Watching the battles around the track and not paying attention to who's in the lead. But Stephen Pearson now up front does take over the lead from Johnny Reed Foley. Evan Matt Vieco in the 3rd spot now. Clean sailing for him. Running about 4.8 seconds behind the leader. Those front two just really putting the power down and pulling away from the rest of the field. Galen Gidman now in 4th. Schweikert in 5th. Ken Worley in 6th. Nathan Sedlick 7th, and Alan Bowes back to the 8th position. Randall Drake back in 9th, and Christopher Perryman, your top 10. Stephen Pearson starting to put a little distance on him and Johnny Reed Foley. Foley about almost 3/4 of a second behind him now. Quite a ways back to Evan. Evan about 4 seconds behind these guys, but it looks like he is closing just a little bit on Foley. Lots of laps to go here though, folks. caution is out for the first time today. Let's go check it out where the caution is. Not sure. Not exactly sure where that caution was. I'm not really positive where it was. Looks like everybody's coming down pit road. Oh, that ain't the one I wanted. That's the one I wanted. Tyler's still sitting on pit road. Many laps down. Everybody comes into their pit stall. Right side tires going on, a lot of them. Don't think we'll see any two-tire pit stops. These guys have been out here for a while, and they are not going to try to go on 2 tires. Johnny Reed Foley's still sitting on pit road. May have got a speeding penalty. Not sure. All right. Finally coming off the pit road. Only one left on pit road now is Tyler, so we will get back up to our leader, Stephen Pearson. Foley going to go all the way back to the 15th spot. It looks like Mike Vining and John Batista have let that. May have been the wreck, but boy, I'll tell you what, iRacing sure did not pick it up. So sorry about that, guys. I would have loved to have seen it, but iRacing did not pick it up for some reason. All right, 16 cars left out here, trucks out here on the track right now, all on the lead lap. And Tyler McClintock still sitting on pit road. Kind of a disappointment after he led a few laps, or led about 8 laps. But we'll keep an eye on him and see if he does make it back out here to run some more laps. All right, a couple more guys still coming down pit road. Foley on pit road, Jonathan Eason on pit road. Last minute things there they wanted to check probably and get this thing back underway here as the lights are off on the pace car. Pearson and Schweikert on the front row. Matt Vieco in third. I'll get that out. Alan Bowes in fourth. Ken Worley, your top 5. Taking the green flag on lap 33. Pace car is off. Stephen Pearson nails the throttle and slides it right up in front of John Schweiker. Boy, great job right there. Alan Bowes in third. Schweiker looking to the inside, gets a great run, powers it through the turn. Hasn't really completed the pass yet until he slides it up there. Alan Bowes on the inside to make it 3 wide into the turn. 3 wide into turn 3. Somebody's got to give. Schweiker is going to come out of that the victor, I believe. The Alan Bowes side by side with Stephen Pearson for second. Still side by side. Man, what a job these guys are doing, keeping it interesting and a good battle up in the front. Nathan Sedlick right there in fourth. Back here, Evan battling with Ken Worley up on the high side and Galen Gidman. Good battle going on between him and Ken Worley. Worley pulls out ahead of Gidman here, but now Worley looks like he may be trying to get on the inside of Evan Matvienko. Still has not completed that pass yet, but looking here from Ken Worley as he tries to drive it into 3 pretty hard. And it looks like he does complete the pass on Evan and takes over that position. Evan going back to 6th. Everybody single file around here right now. It looks like not really a whole lot of battling going on. Joe Roberts maybe taking a peek here on the inside of Galen Gidman. And that could be a good battle for position. Joe Roberts takes it over with ease. He just made that look so easy. Now maybe looking on the inside of Matvienko too, and that would be for another position on the track. Man, he drives it into 3 hard, does take over the position, and Matvienko, Matvienko takes a peek on the inside, but not being able to get a good run here going into turn 1 to get by him. So gonna have to settle for place right behind there, and Galen Gidman side by side with him as well. Looking up ahead of these guys. Get up here, Nathan Sedlick back here. Ken Worley now on the inside of Alan Bowes. That would be for the 3rd position, but Worley really squirrely coming off of turn 2. Worley a little squirrely. Okay. Trying it again here in turn 3 and 4. Let's see if he got enough to get by Bowes this time. No. Bowes keeps a hold of that 3rd position. But this front pack here racing really hard right now. Nathan Sedlick getting right there, pinching Worley down on the low bottom. Right down on the white line, Worley went, and Sedlick gets a great run on the high side there, following Bowes. settling in behind Bose now, but taking another peek. Got a total different line that they run down on that low line, and boy, I'll tell you what, we know Bose can hook it up here on the high side and power it off of the turn. Watched them do it last night in the in the Gen 6 car. Maybe a whole different animal here tonight, though. Ken Worley does complete the pass on Alan Bose. Sedlick now right there as well, wanting to get by him too. Let's move up to second place here. Stephen Pearson looking back on Worley. And of course our leader, John Schweikert, looking back to Stephen Pearson. As good as Schweikert ran here last night, man, there's no big surprise for him to be up here running this good. But like I said, this truck being a whole different animal for these guys. Let's ride along here with Joe Roberts for a bit. But now Nathan Sedlick on the inside of Alan Bose, and Joe Roberts there too, trying to put Alan Bose back another position. Joe keeps it right on that bottom white line. Not a chance that he can come up there behind Sedlick, though. Alan Bose a little bit too strong on that high line. But Joe Roberts not going to give up without a fight here. Now it looks like Joe does beat Alan Bose to the line that time, puts Alan back one more position. Joe Roberts going by Nathan Sedlick, put Nathan back to fifth. Joe Roberts moving into fourth. A lot of good battling going on right here in the front. I wanted to kind of go back in the field a little ways there. We haven't seen Johnny Reed Foley in a while. And let's go back and see what he's up to. Back here running in ninth. Quite a pack of cars coming around here together. Trying to get a run on the inside of Evan Matt Vieco. Going into turn 3. Trying to work that truck back up to the front. Can't quite complete the pass on Evan this time. Randall Drake in 10th. Zachary Chihalis now in 11th. Has come up through the field by quite a little bit. Lap 51 in the making right now, folks. So we are a little past third of the way through this. This is the season finale, and I believe it's the same. They do double points on this, but I probably shouldn't say that because I'm not really sure. John Berga in 12th. Paul Crumry 13th. Christopher Perryman back to 14th. Zach Luzius in 15th. What did I say? Zach? Yeah. Jonathan Eason off the track has decided to take that thing and park it. So, all right, well, let's go back up to our leader, John Schweikert, as he is showing the way here. Got a little bit of a challenge here from second place, Stephen Pearson. Even with a little bit of a wrinkle on the front fender there, Schweikert way up against the wall, coming off of turn 4. And Stephen Pearson's keeping that down on the low side, but he's got a little bit of damage on the front of that truck. And that could be having a little bit of a handling problem with him, but doesn't seem to be affecting his performance out there at all. He's keeping right up with Schweikert. And caution is out on the track. Well, let's go back and take a look. Okay, why is this not working here? Oh, we got Alan Bowes into this. So let's go back and take a look and see what happened to Alan. Alan Bowes with a little damage on the back of that. Might have been affecting his handling. Looks like he just gets loose coming off of turn 4. Tries to save it. Man, oh man, I don't know. Let's see. Let's watch it in real time here. As he spins and spins, but doesn't hit anything. That's a good thing. Good job by Alan keeping that thing off of the wall. Great job, Alan. Everybody coming down pit road now. Pearson into his pit stall. And it looks like maybe, let's see, Schweikert did too. So everybody in their pit stall right now. Let's see who's going to come out of this on top. Looks like Pearson may have come out about second or third. Schweikert comes back up to the top position again. Ken Worley out second. Stephen Pearson. Wait a minute. Pearson. I think Pearson come out second. Yep. Worley back to third. Joe Roberts fourth. Nathan Sedlick fifth. Galen Gidman sixth. Johnny Reed Foley seventh. Evan Matvieko in eighth. Randall Drake ninth. And John Berger, your top 10. And I did not see any 2-tire pit stops by anybody. Everybody took 4 tires, so probably a good call. Well, let's see if we can't get down here and get a word in with somebody. We'll try to see if we can't maybe get a word in with Johnny Reed Foley.
Gunner.
Johnny Reed Foley, this is Rudy in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, Rudy, how you doing?
Doing good. Watching you there. You're back in 7th right now. How's your truck feeling for you out there tonight?
Oh, this truck is a dream, man. We're just kind of biding our time, playing strategy, trying to put ourselves in the right positions. Really just playing the wait-and-see game at this point.
Absolutely. Well, you got the championship on the line there with only a 10-point lead coming into tonight. And I got to ask you because I wasn't sure, is it double points tonight for this, or doesn't that follow on the truck series?
Yes, it is double points, and you get 2 points like for leading a lap and things. Leading the most, you get another 2 points. So everything matters a lot. Right now, Galen's 1 spot ahead of me, but I've led a lap, so we're still 10 points apart as we're riding this very second. So.
All right, well, it looks like a lot of fun. A nice, long green flag run there, and everybody being pretty safe out on the track. How's everybody reacting to the battles that are going on?
This is probably the best racing we've had, not only in the truck series, but league-wide in a while. Good green flag run. Everybody seems to have a pretty good set, and they definitely are racing smart. Nobody's really forcing the issue too much, and I think this is just one of the best races we've had in a while. It's a great package.
Absolutely. Well, get that Google Drive truck up toward the front there, brother. You still got a lot of racing to go, about 90 laps to go, so good luck tonight, and maybe we'll talk to you later on, maybe on a podium or something, but keep that thing up front.
All right, Rudy, thank you.
All right, let's see what Foley's got for these guys. Is Schweiger going to bring them to the line again to get this thing fired off? I have a feeling Worley's going to try to jump the start with him, and maybe them two pull out away from Joe Roberts and Nathan Sedlick. Galen Gidman right there in 5th. Could be trouble as well, so we'll kind of keep an eye on this restart. Pace car's off. Schweigert hits the gas, so does Worley. Green flag flies, and we're off here running at Homestead again. The IWCR season finale. Points on the line, championship on the line. Worley a little loose, is going to go 3 wide. He is the meat in the middle of the sandwich. Joe Roberts going to take the inside and come out of that on top. 3 wide again up the middle. Whoa, man, some great racing going on behind these guys. Oh, and Ken Worley up into the wall, going to stack them up behind him. We got trucks going everywhere now. That's going to probably bring out the caution. No? Yes. Okay. It looks like Christopher Perryman going to get the worst of that deal. We will go back and watch this because that looked kind of crazy. The racing that was going on, the 3 wide stuff that was going on right in front of him. Whoa. Not what I wanted to do. Ken Worley up into the wall right there, and it kind of started to stack people up a little bit right here. And Worley down into Perryman, and I think that was Worley. That might not have been Ken Worley. I'm sorry, my bad. My bad, that wasn't Ken Worley. So, all right, well, a lot of guys did make it down on pit road, I believe, and we've got another brand new leader up front, Galen Gidman. We can find him and get up to him. He is our brand new leader. So he will lead a lap, and that's going to tighten the points up even more with him and Foley. Foley's going to be restarting second. .14 trucks still out there on the lead lap. Tyler McClintock still on pit road, I believe. Yes, don't know what happened to Tyler, but he is still sitting on pit road. Don't think he's got damage. I just think he must have had something personal he had to do or whatever, but he has been sitting on pit road for quite a few laps now. All right, Sedlick going to be third, Joe Roberts fourth, Randall Drake fifth, John Verga sixth, John Schweikert back to seventh, Paul Crumry eighth, Zach Luzius in ninth, and Ken Worley in 10th. This is caution number 3 in 63 laps. Been a pretty good race, a nice long green flag run right there. Thought maybe we were going to get to see some green flag pit stops, but we failed on that one. All right, let's see what Foley's got for Gidman there on the high side. Those two kind of quiet rivals. They like to have a lot of fun out there battling each other on the track. So, well, let's see who's going to be fastest here on this restart. And what happened to Foley? Oh no, tell me he did not fall out. Oh no, he's going to be very, very upset if he fell out of this race. Oh no. That's not good, folks. That's not good at all. Foley, oh no, Foley has fallen out of the race. This could change everything in the points. Don't know what happened to him. I'm going to look and see. He is still in TeamSpeak, so I don't know. Maybe something happened to his equipment and he fell out of the race or what. But, wow. Kind of unfortunate for him. I'm still showing him in second, though, so it must have been a little bit of a glitch or something there. I just don't see him on the track is all. He's just not. There he is. He's finally back. Okay. All right. Wow, that was really weird. All right, we're getting ready to go back to green here, folks. So hang on to your seats because this is going to get good. Foley now back into the picture after a brief blink out there. Good thing it happened under caution. All right, pace car getting ready to duck in here when they come off of turn 4. Pace car's in and Gidman hits the gas. Foley sleeping at the wheel. What happened there? Sleeping at the wheel, and Sedlick going to get by him for that second position. Sedlick a little bit loose in turn 2. Foley going backwards pretty quick as Joe Roberts gets by him and Randall Drake. Still a good battle going on between all of them guys right there. Very, very interesting restart on that one. As Galen Gidman just drives away from these guys, saying, see ya, gotta go. Nathan Sedlick trying to run him down. Now 0.6 of a second behind him. Joe Roberts in third. And Johnny Reed Foley right behind him with Randall Drake in tow. And we've got some other side-by-side battle going on right behind him as well. John Berga right there and Alan Bowes. Back behind them, more battles going on. Stephen Pearson. Man, these guys mixing up. We got one into the wall. I don't see a caution yet, but one into the wall. I did not see who that was that hit the wall, but they must have got back up to speed. Might have been Zach Lulius. Well, let's go back and check on him and see if he's okay. He's going to have a lot of damage on that car, on that truck. He hit the wall pretty hard coming off of turn 2 right there. But he's staying out here. As you can see coming up here, he's got a lot of damage on the right front corner of that car. Still staying with it though. Ken Worley back to 14th. Evan Matvieco in 13th. Zachary Chihalis in 12th. Paul Crumry 11th. Christopher Perryman 10th. Stephen Pearson now in the 9th position. Was up there, him and John Schweikert battling so hard. John Verga in 8th. Alan Bowes 7th. Schweikert now in 6th, up on the high side. Getting a good run on that high side to try to get by Randall Drake. And he may have them here going into turn 1. Still not completely past him. Riding on board with Johnny Reed Foley in the 4th spot. Gets a good run coming out of 2. Right up on the back bumper of Nathan Sedlick. Now takes a peek to the inside. Thinks better of it, but Galen Gidman's still out there in 4th. A little better than a half a second ahead of 2nd place, Joe Roberts. Oh, and Nathan gets loose, and Foley drives right on by on the outside. Nathan gets really loose and loses a couple of positions as Foley and Schweikert both get by him. So he is struggling with a little bit of a loose condition, I believe, coming off of 2 all the time. Doesn't seem to be bothering him off of 4, but mainly off of 2. So let's keep an eye on him this time and see what he does coming off the turn this time. Much better that time, Nathan. Comes up on the back bumper of Schweikert. What's he going to do with him when he gets there? Alan Bowes hanging right on to his back bumper as well. And Stephen Pearson now in 7th. Great racing going on around the track right now. Well, let's get back up here. I want to get up to Joe Roberts running in second. If I can find him. Gets a good run coming off before, but not enough to get up there and match Galen Gidman. But he has closed up the gap quite a little bit now, within a couple of tenths. Starting to reel Gidman in. Halfway through the race now, folks. So pretty much makes it official if they are halfway through it. If it does rain, they can't call the race with the winner. Just a little joke. This is only sim racing, folks. We're not going to get no rain. It's just kind of a little thing they throw around the iRacing community once in a while. If they cancel the race, they said it was canceled because of rain. It's kind of cool. They try to make it, you know, as real as possible. You know, some guys like me, this is closest to the real thing as I'll ever get right here. I'll never be able to drive a real car, so this is as close as I can get, and this is as close as a lot of people will ever get. There is a lot of drivers out there that do drive real race cars and race in iRacing. So just kind of a little side note. Joe Roberts looking to the inside of Galen Gidman now. The Foley right there ready to close that gap up, and Roberts slides it up in front of him. If he opens that door, Foley could slip in there, so they're going to have to kind of watch it. Schweikert right there ready too. Roberts way down on the white line, slides it back up across the track again. These four here having a pretty doggone good race, I'll tell you. Looking back from Gidman on Roberts, does not want Roberts to get by him. It's going to try to hold that low line as the best he can. Sometimes you can't do it. You have to let it go up the hill, and when you do, somebody sticks their nose in underneath you and does get by you. So we will try to stay right on top of that as Joe Roberts goes in on one. Down on the bottom. Not sure if he's going to complete that pass or not. It don't look like it. Joe Roberts has attempted a good many times to get by him, but just can't make it stick down there and pass him safely. So falls back into play, and probably the best thing to do. Well, let's go back here and check on Zachary Chihalis. Running in the 12th spot, blinking a little bit up on the high side, and quite a few guys going to get by him. So he is going to lose a few more positions on the track. So some pretty good battles going on with these guys. Zachary gets a little help from the number 8. Paul Crumry tapped him in the rear. Christopher Perryman now in 11th. Ken Worley up to 10th. Randall Drake in 9th. John Berga 8th. Stephen Pearson now looking on the inside. Alan Bowes does take that position away from Alan. So Stephen will roll into the 6th spot now coming out of turn 4. Fifth place, Nathan Sedlick. Fourth place, Johnny Reed Foley. Schweiger into third. And Joe Roberts second, still chasing Galen Gidman. Galen Gidman's been up there for 23 laps. Schweiger would like to get up there and lead a few more to kind of ensure his laps most led. But right now, Schweiger with 27. And Gidman with 24 as he crossed the line. Roberts on the inside again. Roberts wants to get up there and lead a lap. Can he hold it? Boy, is it tough. He comes out of turn 2 and down the back stretch. Man, Gidman just so strong up there on that high side. Joe's going to pass him. He's probably going to have to get him pinned down on that bottom and try to take him on the outside. Schweikert in third. Back here, Johnny Reed Foley now closed back up on the bumper of Schweikert to make it a 4-truck battle. 85 laps going to be complete when they cross the line, working on lap 86. Nathan Sedlick in 5th. Stephen Pearson now up to 6th and working his way back toward the front, 1.9 seconds behind the leader and closing up that gap ever so slightly each lap. Alan Bowes in 7th. John Berga in 8th. Randall Drake 9th. Ken Worley in 10th. Now Evan Matviego in 11th. And Christopher Perryman goes back to 12th. Joe Roberts back on the inside again of Galen Gidman. This is probably the best battle going on right now around the track because it looks like everybody else kind of running single file with Joe Roberts working over Galen Gidman every single lap, not giving up at all, just being relentless, wants to get up there and lead that lap. Has not led today. Gidman just so strong on that high side though. Let's ride along with Schweikert here and see what he's seeing right ahead of him. No, not ahead of him, not behind him. Coming up on some lap traffic here, folks. So it looks like Zach Luzius up ahead of these guys. Let's see how they negotiate around this lap traffic. Schweikert closes up on the bumper there of Joe Roberts. They want to get by him. Schweikert moves up the hill to help Gidman here. A little better grip up on that high side. Joe Roberts could use this lap car to help him maybe get by Gidman. Lap truck not really knowing where to go, whether he wants to go high or low. It looks like that's going to work in Joe Roberts' favor as Gidman had to back out of it. Joe Roberts did lead that lap. I believe so. Let's go up here and check it out. Yes, he did lead that lap. So Gidman back up on the high side. Not what Joe Roberts wanted to see, but he did get that point for leading the lap, so good job by Joe. Schweikert sitting here in third, not knowing what to do. Johnny Reed Foley in fourth. Another long green flag run, and we may see some green flag pit stops out of this, folks. That's what I like to see. Love to see green flag pit stop. Nathan Sedlick in fifth, now starting to get a little heat from Stephen Pearson. Stephen wanting to get up to that fifth position before they do make their pit stops here. I would say we'll probably see pit stops probably in about the next 10 to 12 laps. I may be wrong on this, but I'm kind of thinking that's about when we're going to see pit stop. mile-and-a-half track, you usually get about 40 laps on a tank of fuel. And they took the green flag at about, I think it was about lap 60 or something. So I'm thinking probably right around lap 100, we may start seeing people come down pit road. Alan Bowes off of the track. Don't see him on the track. Maybe has taken his car behind the pit road. I'm not sure. Foley still in fourth, and we've still got a great battle going on up in the front here. This guy's putting on one heck of a show. Joe Roberts on the inside of Galen Gidman again. Slides it up in front of him to take over the top spot. Gidman don't want to be denied that lap. But Gidman leads 33 laps now over Schweikert's 27. But brand new leader Joe Roberts out front, man. I know he had a great setup. I was talking to him before the race, or I guess kind of overheard him talking there to the other guys, saying that he really felt comfortable in that setup. So hopefully he can bring that thing to victory lane today. But a good battle going on here between Galen Gidman and John Schweikert. And it looks like Schweikert Schweikert takes over the second place. Foley still hanging on in fourth, wanting to finish this race. Actually wanting to finish it ahead of Galen Gidman, but we've still got quite a few laps to go here, folks. Oh, and here comes Johnny Reed Foley down on pit road, short pitting it. Well, maybe not short pitting it, but coming down on pit road. Oh, and he hits the wall. Not what he wanted to do. The first one down on pit road, Johnny Reed Foley giving up that track position. Let's see what his pit strategy is going to be here. We may see some other ones join him on pit road here. Right side's going on. And left side's going on. So 4-tire pit change and fuel, and he is out of there. We've got another one coming on pit road now. Looks like Randall Drake coming down pit road. So we will keep an eye on Randall here as everybody's starting to cycle around now, and we're going to start seeing more guys come down pit road. Randall Drake into his pit stall. I believe that'll be a 4-tire change as well. Yes, it is. All right, so let's get back up to our leader, Joe Roberts. And we'll watch him, see when he's planning on coming down pit road. He's got a mirror full of John Schweikert right on his tail. And those two could maybe come down, communicate to each other and come down pit road at the same time. I don't know. They've got quite a lead over third place, Galen Gidman. He's back there about 5 or 6 seconds, but I think he might. Yes, he is coming down on pit road now. Galen Gidman on pit road. I believe we'll probably see a 4-tire change by him as well, so we'll stay on him for a minute here and see what his pit strategy involves. Right side tire going on. Left side tires going on, so 4-tire pit change by him as well. And brand new leader up front, John Schweikert, has not pitted yet. And let's go back here. Joe Roberts, I believe, is coming down pit road as well, giving up that lead that he had. Worked so hard to get. Battled with Galen Gidman there so hard to get that lead. Now on pit road. Let's see what he does. Right sides. And left sides. And it looks like Stephen Pearson on pit road as well. Roberts off of pit road now, and let's get up with our leader because we may see him coming down pit road before too much longer. He has got one heck of a lead out there. I wanted to check that out. Out there, Evan Matvienko. I'm going to get that right. In second spot. Christopher Perryman in third. John Berga on pit road, giving up fourth. Johnny Reed Foley now running into the fourth position. Let's get up here with our leader, Schweikert, and see when he comes down pit road. Out there trying to stay as long as he can to see if maybe he might be able to make it on this last pit stop. I'm sure he's battling very, very loose conditions right now. His tires probably worn out. Really taking his time in the turn. Now is coming down pit road. Let's watch him this time. Oh no, almost loses it on pit road. Oh, he does lose it, slides it up on the track, and that brings the caution out. Oh, and he gets pile drive. Oh no. Well, let's go back and take a look at this one more time because that was bad. Really bad for John. Just come on pit road just a little too hot. Just could not save it. Almost had it saved. Slides it, turns it back up on the track. And we've got cars coming around here, folks. I believe it was Zachary Chehalis maybe that is going to hit him. And I don't know what Zachary didn't have time to check up or what was going on here. But nowhere to go. Tried to slip it in between him and the wall and just couldn't quite get it done. Zachary Chehalis clipping John Schweikert. And I believe that blew the motor on John Schweikert's truck and Zachary's truck as well. So very unfortunate for them guys. Doggone it. Okay, well, let's get up with our leader. Looks like our leader, Christopher Perryman, right now. No, Christopher on pit road. But he does get scored as leading some laps. So, and I believe that's going to put Johnny Reed Foley up in the lead. And he's coming down pit road too. It's a little hot. No, he decided not to come down pit road. Trying to get caught up to the pace car, and he is still not showed as our leader. Still showing Christopher Perryman as the leader, as he's just come off of pit road too. So a lot of trucks going to be a lap down. We'll try to stay on top of that. Looks like Alan Bowes and Ken Worley and John Schweikert are out of the race now. I wouldn't doubt if Zachary Chehalis joins him. He had a lot of damage on that truck as well. But Christopher Perryman out front. Johnny Reed Foley second, Galen Gidman third, Joe Roberts fourth, Randall Drake your top five. Maybe we can get down here and get a word in with Christopher Perryman. Christopher Perryman, this is Rudy in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you ready.
Christopher, first off, how is your truck running out there tonight? And do you think you'll be able to keep it up front for a while?
Truck's running okay, I guess. we'll have to see how the restart goes to see how long I'm gonna be able to stay up front. Maybe for the next 43 laps or so.
Okay, so obviously fuel is out, not an issue right now. So, but you got a little damage on that truck. Is it affecting the handling of it at all?
Oh yeah.
Well, we kind of figured as much, but well, good luck out there, Christopher. Hopefully you can get that thing up, keep it up to the front and bring home the win here tonight. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, let's see what he's got for him here as they all get caught up to the pace car, and the lap down trucks do get their wave bys. Lights off on the pace car, and we're going back to green here, folks, and I don't see the back of the field caught up yet. Everybody really driving their wheels off of it, trying to get caught up. All right, pace car's off, and green flag flies. Might be the last one that flies tonight, but we'll wait and see here as Johnny Reed Foley rolls into the second place. Third place, Galen Gidman back here a little ways. They got some lap down trucks in between them. Gidman's going to have to battle by Nathan Sedlick and Paul Crumry, them two being lap down vehicles. And Gidman a little loose coming out of two that time. Good save, Galen. Wow, what a save he did right there. Joe Roberts in fourth. Randall Drake in fifth. Yeah, John, what's up?
How's you doing up here, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing all right. Glad you could join me in the booth here, bud.
Yeah, I thought I'd come in for a minute and see how you were doing and make sure you're not lonely.
Oh, well, I was a little lonely, yes. Thank you for helping me out. But, John, tell us what happened out there. It looked like you come on pit road just a little bit too hot.
Yeah, I just got down there and it just got slick out of nowhere. I mean, I ran that cup race last night at Homestead and didn't have a single bit of trouble. So, I don't run these trucks that much, hardly ever. So, I don't know, maybe it was just something different and I couldn't hang on to it.
Well, we got a wreck here. Galen Gidman into Joe Roberts. That looked pretty bad. It sounded to me like maybe Joe Roberts may have blew his engine on that one as well. But he had a pretty good run. Sorry there, John. But he had a pretty good run on the inside of Galen. It looked like Galen might have just lost it.
Yeah, it looked like Galen lost it, got into Joe, and as Joe's trying to save it, it collected the 34 and the 9 truck as well.
Yeah, Galen, man, he just got really loose coming out of two, hit the wall, and come right down across the track into Joe Roberts. Stephen Pearson did a great job missing that. Randall Drake missed it. Oh, no, Randall Drake didn't miss it. He got a piece of it too. So, oh, man. A lot of tore up trucks going to be out there tonight. But anyhow, as you were saying, you got very loose coming down pit road there, huh?
Yeah, when I just came on there, you know, I thought I was slow enough, and when I got down there, it just jumped sideways on me. Just felt like ice, and I did everything I could to save it, and I went up on the track, and I seen everybody coming, so I did everything I possibly could to keep it up by the wall, and unfortunate for Zach, just wrong place, wrong time. He got into me, so I really feel bad for him.
Well, it's a racing incident that, I think we've all ran into a similar situation. That pit road it's just atrocious. There's just no other way of putting it. It's, there's black flags that are handed out because of that pit road. It's a monster to try to enter. You're coming off the backstretcher with so much speed, you don't get it slowed down just perfectly and hit that road. Then there's a chance of going right back up onto the track in front of traffic, and that's exactly what you did, John.
Yeah, and it's a different animal when you're doing about 170 going into these turns, 180, and then when you have 24 degrees of banking, and then when you dive down in there in turn 3 on the flat, it is absolutely flat, so it's really tricky to get down there.
For sure, yes. So, hopefully, I guess it was just too damaged to get back out there then, huh?
Yeah, I don't run these that much, and it was just kind of fun to come over here. Would like to say thank you to the Go Faster and Left guys. They just kind of threw something my way, kind of helped me out, and I just threw a Hail Mary at it at the beginning of the race, and it was fast, really loose, a lot of fun. I had to run some weird line up through 3 and 4, which I don't know if you saw or not, but It was just fun. Yeah,
we've noticed the high line there, kind of like the Alan Bowes line from last night, if you remember, seemed to get a lot of bite coming off of 3 and 4, and it didn't work quite as well on the trucks coming off of 1 and 2.
Well, 1 and 2, like actually at the exit of 2, there's a huge bump, and it'll slam you in the wall or kick you sideways, kind of like Galen. 3 and 4, I couldn't turn the wheel. Like if I turned the wheel, it would just spin out. So that's why I was just kind of letting it go in, keeping up along that wall, and you can almost kind of feel there's like a buffer when you get up by that wall. It just wants to plant you about a foot off of it, and you can just stay in the gas and ride. So it was kind of fun.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, it looked like a lot of fun out there tonight. But I think the guys are enjoying themselves. Johnny Reed Foley now kind of out there a little bit. We've got about 35 laps to go when they come to the line. Hopefully he can keep that thing up there and win this championship. But Galen Gidman is going to be back a little ways, I believe, in 7th place. So I don't know if he's going to be able to get up there and challenge him for the win, but they're very tight in points.
Yeah, and I think it's a similar situation as to last night. Galen had a buffer. I think Johnny, he's got a pretty good buffer. So at this point, even if Johnny finishes, 7th or 8th and Galen gets up here and wins, he's still going to win. So good work for him, It'd be nice if he could bring it home as a victory, too.
Yeah, he was trying to pay people off there to take Gidman out of the race.
That's our boy Johnny, right?
Yeah. He was trying to pay people off before the race.
That's funny.
Yeah. But, I don't... Well, he had a 10-point lead coming in here, and, he's led laps, but now so is Galen, so they're kind of like... tied for that part of it. Galen, he's led 34 laps up there tonight. So, but John, you led a lot of laps tonight. I was looking here real quick. I believe you led 31 laps, so pretty good for not really your forte in these trucks.
Yeah, it's just a different breed. A little bit less horsepower. The weight ratio is a lot different. I just come in here for fun. I know that the way this league is structured, they have some new guys coming in here and run this, so I thought that might be fun to come out here and turn some laps, but looks like we're getting ready to go green, Rudy.
Yes, sir. Pace car is in, and Foley hits the gas. Perryman right there with him. Stephen Pearson in 3rd, and I think Pearson could be a pretty strong dark horse right here coming into tonight. He didn't run as good in the Gen 6s last night, but boy, he sure is showing some muscle here in the trucks tonight. And we've got a battle back here, John Berga and Paul Crumrye. Paul Crumrye's a couple laps down, but he's up here racing with Berga. Berga is on the lead lap.
Looks like Pearson's trying to get Perryman for second down on the bottom there.
Yes, he is. I think Perryman's going to let him go. I talked to Perryman there on that one caution, and he said that the truck seemed to be okay, but he did have a handling issue after that little bit of entanglement he got into, and got a little bit of damage on that. Damage just affects the handle on these things so much.
Well, and you know what? Another thing to think about, even though they may have different setups, Perryman ran last night as well and had a pretty good running until he got loose off two. So I wouldn't count him out yet, even though he has a slight bit of damage. He's looking like he's doing pretty good up here.
Yeah, he's hanging in there. I think he's got about a second or third place truck. I'm not sure if he's got a winning truck with that damage, but if he wouldn't have had that damage, he may have been up there contending for this win tonight. But boy, he's got a mirror full of John Berger right now.
You know, I just happened to click on him, and when he came off too, he almost did the exact same thing he did last night. That truck was looking at the inside wall. He did a very impressive job of hanging on to it.
Yes, he did. Two seems to be the where a lot of people are having some issues. Four, not so much. But well, if you hit that wall coming off of two, it wants to just send you right to the inside wall.
Absolutely, and there's Sedlak almost losing it, or Sedlick almost losing it off too. So I think it's just getting down to it. These guys, you know, fatigue. Last night was a long race. Tonight's a long race. So I think they're just pushing it to everything they got. And I don't know about you, but do you think Johnny in the beginning of the race, he was running lower, and he might have done some studying for some of these guys? He's running up high now.
That could be. He might have found something up there that the guys were working on last night. I believe that may have found something up on that high line. But yeah, I think you might be right.
Maybe he saw what that number one Marines truck was doing and decided he might get a hand at it.
There you go. But I'll tell you what, he's got Stephen Pearson right on his tail now, so it's not a time to be testing things out on the track. It's time to put the hammer down and go, because he cannot afford for coming down to it here. 25 to go here in just a couple more laps.
And this Team Outlaw Motorsports, John Berga, he is all over the back of Perryman. He's just been biding his time the entire race, letting these guys do what they got to do, wreck out, whatever, and he is moving forward. So we definitely need to watch him, Rudy.
Oh, yes, definitely. I've been kind of keeping an eye on him that pretty much the whole race, because he does have a very fast truck. He's got a little bit of damage on that right front corner, but it doesn't seem to be bothering it too much. And now he takes a peek on the inside of Perryman, but no dice this time going into three. Backs out and thinks a little better of it. Kind of back off, cool them tires down a little bit, and make another run later.
Paul Crumrye was taking a look at the outside and thought better of it. You know, he's 2 laps down, but he's just wishing he was on that lead lap so he could be getting, you know, up in the dice of this. This is fun racing here.
Yeah, this is the best that I've seen Paul Crumrye run. Even though he's a couple laps down, he's hanging right here with these leaders. And, wow, where was he at the beginning of the race? You know?
I was back there battling with him, and he was really tough back there in the pack early on. So it's no surprise that he's able to be up here close to the front and compete even with me a few laps down.
Yeah, he's running really, really well. And, you know, like I said, hanging with these guys. Now, he did slip up a little bit that time, might have overdrove it. Joe Roberts coming off the pit road. He must have been going to be just a little short on fuel. That's going to put him way back. 11 laps down. Oh, I'm sorry. He's 11 laps down.
Yeah, he got caught up when Galen came off too, and Galen hit him, and he got all tore up. I really hated for him because he was fast.
Oh, he sure was. I was really looking for him to be a contender at the end of this thing tonight.
and I really think he probably may have had the truck to beat. He was really quick.
Galen Gidman back here in 7th place. I know he wants to get up there and battle with Foley. But let's see. I'm trying to see if I can find Foley out here. He's up in the lead, okay. But he would like to get up there and lead some more laps and beat Foley for that point. But right now, here we are at, let's see, we got about 23 laps to go. Randall Drake getting passed up here by Nathan Sedlick. That is for position. So Randall Drake will go back to the 6th place. Sedlick cleared him. Oh, and Drake
Randall's at the wall.
Oh, way up in the wall. Can't get it off of that wall. Wow, what a job he did saving that thing.
Yeah, that was impressive. It was almost like he kind of got stuck and it just went into the wall like the tire was going down. I know that's very hard in this sim, but that's what it looked like.
Yeah. All right, Nathan dealing with Paul Crum right here, a lap down truck. Like to get by him and may have a run on him going into 3, but not enough horsepower to get by Paul Crumreich. And boy, Paul's hooked up now. He's definitely, I think, got that thing adjusted or is feeling good. I have, John, and you probably have too, seen where sometimes a little bit of damage on a vehicle can make the thing actually drive better than it did before.
Yeah, there's a small percentage that it does. Most of the time it slows you down, but when it's in your favor, you just put the hammer down and go for it. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, you got to take advantage of it. Now Sedlick on the inside. Oh, man. Perryman closed the door on Sedlick big time.
While all that battle's back there, we got a battle for the lead. Pearson's on the inside. Foley's fighting back. Down the straightaway, they drag race, buddy.
Pearson wants this win, but so does Foley. And even if Foley finished 2nd, he's got, nothing to be ashamed of, man. That's been a great race out there in the front. He's led 30 laps today, and that's pretty impressive.
As much as any racer, once they get behind that wheel, they want to win. Foley really needs to look at big picture too. So as long as they're given a lot of room like that, they can race for it. But if it starts tightening up at the end, Foley really needs to think, big picture.
Right. He wants the championship more than the win, I think. And, if he gets wrecked out and Gidman beats him, there's the big picture for you right there.
That's a bitter taste and 2 weeks to think about what might have been.
That's right. That's exactly right. But these two having a great race right here, and it looks like for right now, Foley may have an edge on him. He's gone back up to that high side again, but I don't know. Pearson's got something a little bit stronger on that low line. I don't know what he's found something down there on the low line that's pretty fast too.
Yeah, Pearson was working that low line all the beginning of the race. Looks like he's still working it. It's got to be frustrating because I was kind of doing that to Pearson, running up high and keeping it up there. Now he's just got a different looking truck and do the same thing to him. So this is fun to watch.
Oh yeah, good battle going on there between them two. Looks like Sedlick did get by Perryman to move into 4th. Perryman going back to 5th. Randall Drake 6th. Galen Gidman still back in 7th, about 10 seconds behind this leader, as Stephen Pearson did take over the. No, he didn't. I'm sorry. Well, I got to get my eyes square there. He's still battling for this position.
Yeah, and as hard as these two are battling up front, they are still pulling away about 2 to 3 tenths a lap, so it's real impressive. And something else, Rudy, you do got to give props out to anybody that's running that low line. It is really slick down there.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, every setup that I've ever ran, if you get down within 1 lane of that white line, it's slick.
Last night on that run when I was doing, after about 20-30 laps it started tightening up, I would use that low line to loosen it up. Pearson's been on that bottom, kind of that 2nd lane and 1st lane from the get-go, so he must have a good solid stable setup to be able to run pretty much wherever he wants on that bottom.
Foley's just really strong coming off of that high sign every time. And boy, Pearson right there on his bumper, and if he can get up there and make Foley loose, he might be able to do something. and get by Foley here. But they're coming down to it here, John. We're coming down to 15 to go this time by.
Yeah, this is really exciting. You know, sometimes as a racer, things happen and you're just like, I want to quit. But you know what? It also is a lot of fun, too, to kind of sit back and watch a race unfold. These guys are going at it.
Oh, yeah. Now Pearson back on the inside again, but not enough of a run. He just needs about 2 more horsepower, and I think he can get by him. That little wrinkle on the front fender, I think, is what's slowing him down enough to he can hang with them in his draft, but to try to pass him, he just don't have quite enough horsepower.
You know, I don't know if it looks like it to you, but if Pearson would back up turn 1, just maybe 2 or 3 truck lengths, he would stick right there on Foley. It looks like he gets right there, he gets the runoff forward, which he looks better, and then he gets down in 1 and just kind of overdrives it about a truck length or 2.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, these two just continue to battle, and I'm telling you what, it's been pretty interesting to watch these two. They're really putting on a great show, and you know, man, I'll tell you what, great to see a show like this. It was good to see such a great show last night, John. I mean, you and all the guys out there put on a great show. Oh, and here goes Pearson. He got a great run that time off of turn 4. Still side by side with Foley, but going into 1. Let's see who's going to come out of 2 here. Pearson. Oh, he's got an edge and slides it up in front of Foley. And now, like you said, Foley just needs to ride and be happy with that second place finish and just clinch the championship. He's got it, but he's not gonna. He's gonna fight back.
You know what? Maybe I shouldn't talk because it was almost like he heard it. He started backing up 1 and 2, and look what he just did. That's
yes,
awesome.
He did. Now going into turn 1, may have a run on him. Yeah, he's probably listening to the broadcast, I'm sure.
Maybe some of his fans.
Yeah. But still side by side with these guys. Man, I'm telling you what, they're putting on a good show up here. Pearson says, nah, I'm going to let you go. And he backed up the corner, tries the old crossover maneuver. He's got a great run on it. Boy, I'm telling you what, it is not over yet, John.
Yeah, and at this point, if I'm Foley, I'm going for the win. You know, you're within 10 to go. Gidman's in 7th. He needs 10 spots ahead of you. Let's go for it.
Pearson now again on the inside and got a nose by him, about a half a truck length. Foley tight on the top. He's going to have to back out, backs up that corner and look for a run again here. He may have a run coming off before. No, not this time. Well, let's look for it next time, though.
In the meantime, there's no other real battles on the track. Nathan did get past John Ferga, and Randall Drake did get past Christopher Perryman. So this is the most exciting battle on the track at the moment.
Right. Joe Roberts definitely done for the day. So 9 trucks left on the track. Only 8 of them on the lead lap. Galen Gidman, last one on the lead lap. But he is about 15 seconds behind these leaders.
You know, Steve Pearson is really able to get through the center of 1 and 2 and off 2 so good. Looks like Johnny is able to get off turn 3 or off turn 4 better and dive it into 1. So this is a lot of fun to watch.
We're going to stay right on these leaders because, boy, I'll tell you what, they are putting on a heck of a show up here. And I know they're going to be just pumped to go back and watch us afterwards. Pearson gets another great run coming off of 4 and right across the nose of Foley. And they're just battling us like every lap they switch up.
Pearson with a little slip off too, but it doesn't look like it's going to hurt him much. Still a half car length.
Foley, I think, maybe just kind of like right now, I think he's just kind of cooling his tires off, maybe to make a late run. If he's listening, that's probably what he's doing, listening. Probably be the best thing right now. Just kind of cool his tires off a little bit and make that late, couple laps to the end run. and see if he can get by Pearson.
He's got a good run going here. Oh, just cannot get up beside him. You know, if you're Johnny, you're going to be just showing a mirror full of him, because if you've been studying him, he's overdriving the entries just a touch.
Yeah.
So just put that car right in his mirror and let him make the mistake.
Well, I think he would have been all right there too, except he hit that bump right there, and he had to back out, or he would have caught Steven Pearson's left rear and probably spun both of them. So probably a good call by Johnny, just kind of backing out a little bit right there. He's got to get them tires cooled off to make a late run. Here we are, 6 laps to go, coming down to maybe about 2 to go. He needs to get right up there and just pound that back bumper. Take the air off of the spoiler, and give him a what for every time.
Yep, just be smooth. That's all you got to do, and hit your marks. Nonetheless, that's some good side-by-side racing there for about 10 laps,
It sure was.
It almost looks like Johnny's starting to push a little bit.
Yeah, I just noticed that too. Steven, he's showing a little bit of loose condition himself, because if he tries to drive it off a little bit too hard, I notice he gets a little wiggly, but he has been pretty much on the mark every single time. If you look at his marks, it's almost identical every lap.
Yeah, and Steven was a 10th faster that lap, so looks like if anything, Johnny's going to win the championship, but you never know. I mean, sometimes drivers just hold back a little bit, so we'll see.
Yeah, coming to the line, going to be 3 to go. And I think he's starting to look at the big picture right now. He's got that in his little pea brain right now, thinking about the big picture. I don't want to get up there and take a chance of wrecking out and getting him beating me, and him finishing 8th or 9th or 10th or whatever. So I think he's starting to look at the big picture right now, and coming to 2 to go, he's just hanging on there in second. I know the win would be absolutely amazing to win the race and the championship tonight, but like you said earlier there, John, you got to look at the big picture.
Well, the fat lady hasn't sung yet, and
That's
Johnny
right.
gained a 10th last lap, so he's slowly gaining on Pearson. So we'll see.
2 laps to go. He's got 2 laps to get around here and get caught up to Pearson.
If he's not in Pearson's mirror with 1 to go, it might be over.
Yeah, no doubt. Pearson he is just really strong up there. Smooth.
He's
and
able to just
strong.
get the power down in the center and stay right on that seam, and it's just working for him.
Yes, sir. I mean, man, you don't see any waver whatsoever right now. He is just, I think it's over right now. 1 lap to go. They got the white flag. Steven Pearson in the lead. Johnny Ripoli in second, back about a half a second. Don't think there's a chance he's going to get up there and battle for the win, but he's going to probably give it a valiant effort here, no doubt.
Yeah, he definitely gained a little bit, but it's just not going to be enough.
Right.
Oh, he dives it in there, but it's not going to stick. Pearson's going to come across the winner.
Yes, he is. Coming off of turn 4, season finale here at Homestead. Steven Pearson winning tonight. Congratulations to him. What a job he did. Holy smokes. What a finish.
That was a fun finish. You know, I don't think Steven has won in the Truck Series. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but if it's the case, then we have a new winner and a champion. This is a good finish.
Yes, it is. Foley there celebrating. We'll get to him here in a minute. He's celebrating, doing his burnout. I'm sure he's probably just a hooping and hollering down there. But we're going to get up here to our winner. We're going to have to get a word in with him here in just a minute. Let me get things set here. And I'm not sure. Pearson might be out of fuel. I don't know. He might have saved a little bit maybe for his burnout, but let's see if we can get him up into the room with us. Is he even in TeamSpeak maybe? Maybe not. Might have to talk to him on the track. Let's see if
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, he is actually in TeamSpeak.
Is he? Well. Okay, I gotta find them here. Can you drag them?
I cannot. You got
Okay.
Steven, Johnny, and Nathan.
Okay, got
Top
'em.
3.
Stephen Pearson, you got a copy?
I got you.
Wow, what a finish there, Stephen. You drove the wheels off that thing. Tell us about your racing and how you managed to keep it out ahead of Foley, because, man, I'm telling you what, you guys were having a blast. There were them about 10 or 12 laps you guys racing each other. Tell us about your racing.
Oh no, it was a good race. I just got this set up like 10. Well, I don't know. I've been in here for like 20 minutes. I got it. Made a few changes. Didn't know how it was going to work. It worked pretty good. And Foley, he raced me clean. I mean, I can't ask for anything more than that. It was a good battle with him, and I was just lucky enough to get around him and just pull away from him for a little bit.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, what a race. You know, all I can say is what a race you guys put on tonight, and it was just amazing to watch you guys. You know, John and I are up here. We were just having a ball watch you guys race. You know, it looked like a fantastic finish, and but you brought home the win tonight. Congratulations! I know you didn't win the championship, but you won the race tonight for the season finale. How's that make you feel?
Really, it makes me feel pretty good. I mean, this is my first win over here at IWCR, and I mean, can't ask for much more. It was pretty good, clean racing out there. Everybody gave, like the lap cars gave everybody plenty of room, and like I said, with Foley, I mean, I don't know, I was under him a couple of times, and he never got into me. I didn't, and I thought a few times I was going to push up into him, but I didn't. So, all in all, it was a pretty good race.
Well, you know, last night you ran the Gen 6 race, and you struggled a little bit with it, and I don't exactly remember where you finished in that, but you come out here in the truck tonight, a whole different animal, a little less horsepower, a little more push in the turns and stuff, weight difference and everything, like John and I were talking. Did you feel a little more comfortable in the trucks than you did in that car last night?
Yeah, oh yeah, most definitely. I don't race the Gen 6 very much, but I was thinking about maybe coming over here and racing it next season pretty much full time. So, I mean, we'll see how it goes. I mean, if my setup's horrible in the Gen 6, I'll just ride in the back and just dodge the wrecks and see if I can't get a good finish out of it.
All right, all right. Well, Stephen, congratulations again, buddy, and thank you for talking with us. You want to give a shout out to anybody?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to you guys up in the broadcast booth for doing what y'all do to this league here, because pretty clean racing, and Foley for racing me clean. I know he wanted that win bad, but he raced me clean, and I appreciate that. And the Team RPM, it was a good night for us.
Absolutely. All right, Stephen, congratulations again on your win tonight. Well deserved.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Johnny, we're going to get to you in a minute because we got more than just a celebration of second place. We've got a bigger celebration of the championship. So let's go ahead and cover third place. Nathan Sedlick, you got a copy?
Yeah, Rudy, go ahead.
Nathan, man, I'm telling you what, you drove your heart out tonight. Brought that home third. You battled with John Verga, Christopher Perryman. Great race out there. Tell us about your racing out there tonight, because it looked like you were hooked up there toward the end.
Towards the end there, I finally got the pressures a little bit better and things like that, and did some work, in the pits and stuff to bring it around. But definitely a tough set from the beginning. I didn't have a lot of time with it, but worked it out, and was able to get up there and at least get a third. I hate to see some of the guys get wrecked out like they did and everything, but good racing. I've enjoyed the past 2 nights here. It's been wonderful.
Absolutely, I agree. I mean, last night was a long race, 175 laps here. Tonight you come right back and turn another 150. Does it kind of wear on you a little bit, or how do you feel about that? I mean, do you feel ready to go some more?
I don't know about me. I'm an East Coast guy, so it's getting kind of late for me, but
Yeah.
I'm a little bit worn out. I definitely do the end of these races, the intensity and everything there at the end, you got to really bear down, and it takes a lot out of you for sure.
Definitely, definitely. All right, well, congratulations on your third place, Nathan. Well deserved. And you got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, just thank Galen Gidman, Thomas Brenner, and Fast Forward Racing. We all try to work together and do a good job. I think we run the team championship, so hopefully we'll bring that trophy home at least. And but yeah, thanks to them guys. Thanks for all you do in IWCR.
All right, Nathan, good job, and congratulations again, third place.
Thank you. Have a good night.
All right, Johnny Reed Foley, you got a copy?
Rudy, buddy.
Hey, you brought it home second tonight. First, let's talk about the race, and then we'll talk about your championship. But you battled there really hard with Steven Pearson. Tell us about your thoughts, because John and I were talking about what we thought was going through your head at that time. You know, looking at the big picture, the overall, making sure you didn't wreck out. You and Steven racing each other, and tell us about your thoughts.
Well, you know, honestly, it wasn't until I knew I couldn't get back to him without him making a mistake that I finally just said, all right, let's not wreck it trying too hard here to get up there and do something we can't do. But honestly, the whole race, I raced the way I've raced for 14 races prior, and just showed up with the mentality that I was going to do everything I could to win the race. That was probably really exemplified in a restart or two where I'd be extra aggressive. I figured it then got me a 10-point lead coming into this last race. Can't fail me now.
Right. Well, I believe you did lead the most laps. You led 39 laps, so there's a couple extra points for you, being it's a double point night. So that kind of just put a little bit more of a buffer between you and Galen. Galen finishing in the 7th spot. So I don't know what the tally is on the points. Totally unofficial, but I think it is pretty much official. You did win the championship tonight.
Yeah, man, I did, and I am so ecstatic. I can't even begin to describe. You know, when the B Series championship, when I won that at Homestead, it was really big, and it was extremely fun. It was the first time I'd won a championship in the IWCR, and it meant a lot. And coming back here to the same track, same scenario, you know, where kind of me and Galen, although I had a much bigger lead going into that than I did here tonight, it was one of those things I told everybody I felt so good about it because I've been here before. I knew what I had to do, and it didn't feel as nerve-wracking as I thought it would. And really, it was just an amazing race. Everything kind of played out. We were in the right place at the right time. And in the end, that caution, I pitted early and just happened to catch the lucky dog. And honestly, that put the nail in the coffin as far as, you know, what happened then after that. If that wreck doesn't happen and we stay green, I have fresher tires than everybody by 6-7 laps anyway. So who knows, you know, I don't know without another caution if the complexity of the race would have changed any, but it was just so exciting. It really was.
Oh, sure was. Well, I got to ask you, Johnny, how much did you pay 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th to finish ahead of Galen?
I promised each one of them that I gotta owe them all a setup, I guess, or something like that.
Okay.
Or actually, maybe I should say I owe Galen a setup for spinning himself out.
Yeah, that was really kind of unfortunate. Just a weird thing. Coming out of turn 2. Did you have a lot of problems coming out of turn 2, or was your setup good enough to get a good bite on turn 2?
I didn't have a problem. I mean, every once in a while it would over-rotate a fragment, but honestly, I did not have a problem.
Mm-hmm. Well, I watched, you know, you and Steven there when all that battling you guys did. John and I were talking about how Steven could hold that low line, and you stayed on the high line, and it just seemed like each and every lap you guys come out of there about the same. And it could be the difference in the setups, because I know there's some bumps right there in turn 2 that can really upset the truck, but you guys managed it so well. I mean, I'm very impressed with the driving that you guys did. Good, clean racing, and congratulations on your championship, Johnny. Very, very well deserved, and I'm very proud of you.
Thank you very much. You know, I couldn't have done it alone, and I want to thank a lot of people, if you don't mind, real quick.
Sure.
Here, Rudy. You know, I want to give a huge shout out to my whole team, GFTL. We had our rough spots this season, but for the most part, we have been fast, and we have had fun. And, you know, Scott Drake, Joe Roberts, Ross Cato, and, of course, Zach Chahalas, who also served as crew chief and spotter. We're really excited about Evan coming over to the team for next season. It's going to be awesome having him there. Really good driver, real smart kid. Absolutely, have to say, I just absolutely just love to see what he's going to do. And I got to say thanks to Galen, because Galen has been a phenomenal competitor. I've had a good time racing him. He's been fast, competitive, and guys like that, he made it really challenging. And then I got to thank John Schweikert. He was just awesome all season long with advice, with helping me with setups every once in a while. He'd tell me, tweak this or do that. He was a big help, especially at Talladega. We worked so well together, and that race alone pretty much allowed me to, get what point lead I had coming into Homestead. So that was huge. And Steven, man, what a great race I had with you. I loved it. It was a battle, and I loved every second of it. It was so much fun. We just got such a great league and things with a lot of great drivers. And Rudy, of course, you and Roger Wagner, who I know he's not in here, but I hope he's listening. Roger gives me advice all the time, kind of driver coaching. He'll tell me, how to do things and don't do it this way, do it that way. And sometimes I'll listen and sometimes I won't, but either way, without some of his criticism and his critique, I probably would not know some of the things I know today about how to hit a line and how to attack the corner at different times in the run. And there's such a wealth of information I've learned from so many people, and I'm just so blessed. And I can't tell you how many people have played a role in me being able to put this all together and come down with a championship at the end of the season. It's awesome.
I'm sure there's probably some people that you've forgotten, but I'm sure you didn't do that intentionally. There's probably people that you've forgotten, and I know you mean thank you to them too. But Johnny, I am so looking forward to next season, getting this thing off and going, and watching you guys start out a brand new season. You're off for a couple of weeks, or is it just 1 week?
We're off next week, and then we should be back the week after with the duels.
Okay.
And then the week after that, we'll actually start points racing again. So we pretty much have a 2-week vacation.
Very good, very good. Well, we're looking forward to the duels at Daytona. That's a blast. Last season was it was amazing to watch you guys out there. And I just wanted to say, Johnny, you guys do have one of the top-notch leagues in iRacing, and I am just honored. For lack of a better word, I'm just honored to be here doing the broadcasting for you guys and watching such absolutely amazing racing, just like we just seen between you and Stephen Pearson. I just love to see.
Steven was awesome all night, Rudy, and believe me, I speak on behalf of all the admins when I say we really, really appreciate it. Super nice of you to say. We love having you guys. You do an awesome job and you document stuff, and we're just so appreciative of all that. I will say Steven was, Steven, you were awesome racing tonight. Tough to keep up with, and I knew I could keep up with him, but I knew I couldn't over the long run. And sure enough, he was able to finally get me there, and got to give him mad credit for that.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, I'm glad that you kind of. I mean, I know you probably kind of backed off a little bit, just like you said, knowing that, well, you kind of looked at the big picture and said, well, I got the championship sewed up. No chance of, no sense of me going up there and wrecking both of us out. And, but good job on that. Good thinking. It's a tough thing to think about when you're trying to concentrate out there on the track, but you did a great job of it and brought home the championship. Man, I'm just prouder than a peacock of you, I'm telling you. So great job out there, Johnny, and thanks for talking with us. And anybody else you can think of that you might want to throw a thank you out to?
Honestly, Rudy, that covers almost everybody. Right. I mean, I love our whole league. I love everybody in it, and there's a lot of guys, and I'm sure I'm forgetting little things here and there, but honestly, like, it goes out to, like I said, a few choice people, like I said, and I've named all of them off. Everybody else knows I love them so much, and I really appreciate them, and things like that. But those are my core guys.
All right. Well, good deal out there today. I just kind of wanted to throw something out there. Tyler McClintock, don't know exactly what happened to him, but very strong in the first part of the race there and led 8 laps, and he is still sitting on pit road. So I don't know what happened. But we had, let's see, we had 7 leaders, 7 people led laps out there tonight, and which was pretty amazing overall. And we had 17 lead changes amongst them 7 drivers, and that was a lot of it was you guys battling back and forth. You would lead one lap, Steven would lead the next one, and it was just great to see only had 5 cautions in 150 laps. That's amazing. And Johnny, you led the most laps, I believe, with 39, and that beat out Galen Gidman. He only had 34. So, but great job by that. And let's run down through the results real quick, and we will get out of here. Stephen Pearson, of course, our winner. Johnny Reed Foley coming in second and winning the championship here tonight in the season finale. Congratulations to him. Nathan Sedlick in third. Randall Drake fourth. Great run for Randall tonight. John Verga in fifth. Christopher Perryman in sixth. Galen Gidman second in the points, coming in seventh tonight. Paul Crumry, absolutely great run for Paul, hanging with the leaders up front there, even though he was a couple laps down. Amazing run for him at the end there. Zach, boy, I'm not sure if I'm going to say that right. Luzius, is that how you say that? Zach Luzius in ninth. Joe Roberts 10th. Matt Vieco in 11th. I'm learning that one better. John Schweiker finishing 12th after that spin coming onto pit road and crossing up across the track and getting taken out. I believe that was Zachary Chahalis taking him out. But anyhow, Zachary coming in 13th. Ken Worley 14th. Alan Bowes 15th. Jonathan Eason 16th. Mike Vining 17th. John Batista 18th. And Tyler McClintock rounding out the field in the 19th position. So, all right, well, congratulations to our winner, Stephen Pearson. You were watching the IWCR season finale here at Homestead tonight, and they will be off next week, but we will be back in 2 weeks with the duels at Daytona. So thanks for watching us here on MaxSpeedTV, and we will see you tomorrow night.